At Strategy & we believe that value is created through what a company does, its capabilities, rather than what it has or sells. Only when you identify what you are great at and how this greatness matches with market needs do you have a value-creating strategy. This problem became clear in a recent Strategy & survey of over 3,000 executives globally. More than half of the respondents don't think that they have a winning strategy. 2 out of 3 companies admit that they don't have the capabilities needed to create value in the marketplace. Only 1 in 5 is fully confident that they have a right to win. And not surprisingly, the vast majority agree that they're chasing far too many opportunities. The problem is that most strategy work is done to solve specific problems. How should we grow? How can we improve a given business? What inorganic options do we have? Rarely does it ask the more fundamental questions about the company's identity, its unique and differentiating way of creating value. We at Strategy & define a company's identity through what it does, its capabilities, rather than what it has or sells. Great products and services come and go, but great capabilities can outlast markets. Strategy, therefore, must address this fundamental question. What is the company going to be great at? What are the very few capabilities that together bring the type of differentiation required by the market? These are usually no more than 3 to 6 capabilities that reinforce one another, what we call the differentiating capabilities system. Successful companies connect their entire business to their capabilities system. They have a clear way of creating value that the market wants and that their capability system supports. And they have a portfolio of products and services that similarly connects with their unique strengths. We call companies that get all of this right coherent. By having these 3 key elements aligned, companies have a more solid foundation for deciding about which markets they're going to serve, what products and services they're going to launch, where they will grow, what acquisition targets will allow them the best leverage or enhance their capabilities, where their cost and investment should be focused, how best to organize the company around what it's great at, and so on. Let's look at how Coherence creates value. Coherence makes a business more effective by helping companies become better at the key things that truly matter for the business. Coherence makes a business more efficient at helping it achieve scale where scale is relevant today in capabilities. Coherence focuses investment into the areas that really matter to a business. And Coherence ensures there is alignment among people so the business excels at the right things. We have also been able to measure the benefits of Coherence. Indeed, we've analysed many industries and observed a close correlation between the main players' Coherence and their performance. In addition, we've looked at the top M&A deals across 8 different industries, and in each of these industries, the finding was the same. Capabilities-driven deals performed much better. Our view about value creation and strategy is quite different from others. In many organizations, strategy is primarily and sometimes even exclusively markets-back. While markets-back thinking is absolutely critical, it needs to be balanced with a strong capabilities-forward view of what the organization is great at. Otherwise, you risk finding yourself chasing markets that look attractive, but for which you don't have the capabilities that are needed to succeed. Some companies do consider capabilities, but only as an afterthought to their strategy. What capabilities do we need to execute? Execution itself is left to business and functional leaders who do their best to build the required capabilities, but often fail. And what may have seemed to have been a good strategy gets blamed on bad execution. Our view of how strategy should be done balances the required capabilities-forward view with a solid market-back understanding. The goal is to identify and focus on those markets that are attractive and value the company's distinctive capabilities. This capabilities-driven approach to strategy is the only reliable way we have found to connect strategy with execution. By choosing a strategy that leverages their capabilities, companies ensure that they work off their strengths. Being clear about the capabilities system they need for future success helps them make sure they focus their company's resources on what matters most for their success. So, to summarize, we believe that value is created through what a company does, its capabilities, rather than what it has or sells. Only when you identify what you're great at and how this greatness matches with market needs, do you have a value-creating strategy?